Good morning, everybody,
Morning,
and
everyone.
welcome to. Hang on a minute, Fred. That's not going to work, is it? I can't even see. I can't even see around this thing. Hang on, Fred. This is not going to work. Hang on. Wait a minute. That's better. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to BBC TV, and it's our 70th show, which is just incredible. It staggers me that we've done this for 70 shows, Fred. Wow. Yeah. Do you like the logo?
Yeah.
It's a bit green and pink. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? Okay. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome Jenny. Welcome Nikki. Welcome Mum. Welcome Mike. It's great to have you guys here. On our 70th show, but not the last show. Tomorrow is going to be the last show. So looking forward to that one. Hopefully, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Kieran is watching today. Good morning, Kieran. Great to have you here, dude. Morning, Dad, as well. Hopefully you guys are all okay. The weather for our 70th show is beautiful. It is lovely out there. Yesterday it was blue sky and cloud. I can't see any cloud this morning, which is fantastic. Freddie, how was your paper round this morning? Warm. The paper round was warm. You could be, do you know what? When BBC TV changes to the Wednesday afternoon, it could be, you could be our weather reporter. I could get you to go outside with a camera, and you can report on the weather. And if it's raining, you still have to go outside. That would be great. What does Dad say? 70th seems like a life sentence. Well, I know. It's been. Look, Esther, she's on lunch and she's actually able to watch it because Esther used to watch, and then Esther had to go back to work and hasn't been able to watch. Last time, Esther, I think you were finishing or you were starting a Mr. Men cross stitch, not crochet, was it?
No.
Cross stitch. You're starting a Mr. Men cross stitch. How have you done on the Mr. Men cross stitch? Good morning, Rachel, Evie and Erin. Good morning, Sue. Great to have you guys here. Yes, today's our 70th. Tomorrow will be our 71st, and it will be our last BBC TV, but we will be back in August. I think it's Wednesday, the 5th of August, we will return in the afternoons. I used to remember children's afternoon TV, Fred. It was great. Andy Peters, Phil Schofield, Simon Crane? Was it Andy Crane? I can't remember, but they were great. Esther is still doing it. Oh no, someone has bumped Mike's car. Mike, I'm very sorry to hear that. Hopefully not with you in it. Hopefully everything's okay. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Lucy in the grins. Who's with you today, Joe? Right, shall we start our game, Fred? Andy Crane. It was Andy Crane. And Toby Anstis, I think, did it as well. Yeah. Hey, if I become Phil Schofield, does that mean you have to be Gordon the Gopher?
Who's that?
Who's that? Ed the Duck? Who's that? They were little puppets they had. They were great. They were really cool. Right, let's start this the first game on the 70th show with a word that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters long. Mike, no, it was parked, got a webcam of some bearded guy. Mike, it wasn't me. I promise you it wasn't me. But if you need some help with anything, give us a shout. Hey, Olivia. Good morning, Lily and Poppy. Great to have you guys here. Morning, Robin. Morning, Amy and Lisa and Elijah. Morning, Jenny, Evie and Mina. Rachel has finally found the dots and she has no more captions. That's awesome. Okay, Emily and Lisa in with an E. There is an E.
Robin with a... No, Joe with a G.
Joe with a G. Matthew with a G. There's not a G.
Evie, Mina with an M.
Evie and Mina with an M. There is an M. That's not the letter I wanted to happen because I think this... and that is correct. There is double M. Mike was thinking of asking for a lift to Aberdeen. Absolutely, Mike. No problem. I will ask around.
Evie and Mina with an R.
No, there's an N there. Oh man, I was hoping I might win. Mum with an R, Mike with an R. There is no R.
Matthew with an O.
An O. There is no O. Rachel says the 3 dots were hiding under the Holy Saviour logo. Oh, look at that. Hang on a minute. Let's play this properly. There's an I, so there's not an I. I'm ignoring the word. Mike says an A. Oh, there is an A. Okay. Joe says, Matthew says a T. There's not a T. Jenny says Emmanuel with an E. It's not Emmanuel with an E. I'm getting my house. But Esther gets it right, Emmanuel. And my mum has also spelt Emmanuel wrong.
But then you put I wrong at the bottom.
Oh, I did. You're right, Freddie. Shame. Let's cross that one off and we'll take a thing. Oh, yeah. Well done, guys. You got Emmanuel and I got it wrong. I got it wrong in the last game. Oh, dear. Actually, not quite the last game. There's technically 3 more games to go.
You got it wrong the 4th last game. Ever.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, which means God with us. And that is the first game. That's the first word that will appear. Thanks, Freddie. Keep an eye on him. Oh, dear. And you're the one who's tired this morning.
Yeah.
You're tired. And I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing, Fred. Let's just check the comments. Anyone else new joined? I missed if they did. Keep an eye on that one, Fred, because it doesn't show on that one. Okay, so Emmanuel will be in our story. Next game, game 2. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters on the second game. I wonder how well you guys are going to do.
Evie and Mina with an S.
Evie and Mina. Oh, there is an S. There is an S. Let me win.
We're going to win 3 days in a row.
Do you know what? I'm going to do Welsh words tomorrow and do a 2-0 on the last ever show. Why have I not got a BBC mug?
Yeah, that's the merch.
Where's the merch?
We need to get this BBC
like YouTubers, we need to produce some merch.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, Mike, this is my Tasmanian Devil World's Best Coffee mug, and this is, I bought this in 1993, which means
23 years old.
I'm thinking something else. Yeah. I was 18 when I bought that. Actually, I think I was younger. I couldn't have been younger because it says 93. I was 18 when I bought that at the Warner Brothers shop in Lakeside in Essex.
Matthew with a no.
Sorry, Fred, I was getting carried away. There is an O. Emily and Elisa with an A. There is not an A.
Kieran with a T.
Kira with a T. There is not a T. Yeah, the Warner Brothers shop in Lakeside. That was like an amazing shop.
How are you going to fit the roofing in your house?
It's flat. I'm going to go with a flat roof. I'm going to go with a biblical style house with a flat roof which saves me a chimney into the roof. Dad has gone with a J, which is not helpful.
Evie Mina with an M.
Evie Mina with an M.
And also with an E.
And also with an E. Oh, there is an E. What am I doing? Oh dear, Freddie. This is very unprofessional. Emily and Elisa with an I. There is not an I.
Matthew with a H.
Matthew with a H. There is a H.
Kieran with an R.
Kieran with an R. There's not an R.
And Nanny with Joseph.
And Nanny in there. Yeah, all coming in there. Well done. Matthew, has everyone got it? Yes, Joseph. So you can't cheat properly. Oh dear, what is happening today, Fred? What is happening today? So Emmanuel and Joseph. Wonder what the story could be. Well, after yesterday's interesting Christmas story, I wonder if we're carrying on with the Christmas story in summer.
That's 2-0, 3 weeks in a row. No, 3 days in a row, not weeks. Did it Monday, did it Tuesday, did it today.
2-0. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you for keeping me informed of my losses. Oh dear, what a shame. What a shame I lost. Oh well. It feels you have lowered the standards for the epic edition. Well, tomorrow, watch out. Watch out for tomorrow because I will win tomorrow. I'm gonna look in a Scrabble dictionary for like those really tricky words. Right. Okay. Well, it's now time for pictures, but we don't have any pictures today. But that's okay. There is still plenty of time because you can send pictures in, and we'll show them in tomorrow's show, the last show. But keep them coming in because when we meet again back in August, now afternoon slot, we will still be doing pictures. So I still want to see your pictures. So if you haven't sent them in, don't worry, you haven't missed out. Just keep them coming in and we will show them. But now, oh dear, Fred, it's that time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's time for the jokes from the digital assistant. And Freddie, do you know what? Today was terrible.
It's always terrible.
I started listening for jokes. I started asking the digital assistant for jokes at 9 o'clock this morning, okay? Mm-hmm. Mummy came in and I was asking for jokes. She boiled the kettle, she went off. She came back 10 minutes later. I was still asking for jokes. I must have done 50 or 60 jokes today. And they're all terrible. They're all absolutely terrible. Apart from Mike has sent me a joke in. Mike said, this is the funniest joke. He's still going for it. Thank you very much, Mike, for sending your joke in. I think I will leave your joke to last, Mike, if that's okay. We'll start off with the digital assistant's jokes. You ready, Freddie?
Erin and Evie say, sorry, elephant's not finished yet.
Oh, that's okay, Erin and Evie. Don't worry. There's still time, as I said. Don't rush the elephants because I really want to see them. So send them in when they're ready. Okay. Oh, that's the door.
Mm.
So here's the first joke. Are you ready?
Yes.
Waiter, waiter, will the pancakes be long? No, sir, they'll be round. Did you like that one?
Yeah.
That one was all right, wasn't it?
It was all right.
I like that one. That was a good one. I mean, it took about 30 jokes to get that one, but that was a good one. You ready? Okay, here's the next one. What's black and white and red all over?
What?
A sunburned zebra. Yeah, to be honest, that was the last joke that I wrote down from the digital assistant. And after about 60, 70 jokes, I lost the will. And that's one. But are we ready? Are we ready for Mike's joke?
Yes.
Freddie, can we do a drum roll? Here we go. It's a science question. You ready? You got your science head on? Where do you find a black hole?
Where?
In a pair of black socks. Mike, you have redeemed yourself. Thank you very much for that joke, Mike. Oh, a pair of black socks. I like that. That was good. Thank you very much, Mike, for that. That was brilliant. Right. Where now, Fred? It's story time. And today, again, it's coming from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible. So I'm going to have to try and rhyme again, Fred. I didn't do too bad yesterday.
No, you did just read what was there. So kind of hard not to rhyme. You just made it up.
I read what was there, but you still got to work out how to rhyme it.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of skill. I mean, a little bit, not a lot. Emily and Elisa prefer joke number 1, which was, will the pancakes be long? I did quite like that.
I like that.
I did quite like that. Okay, so today's story features Joseph and Emmanuel, and poem rather, and it's called Joseph, Don't Worry. Here we go. Joseph, don't worry. Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love strong and deep, and her baby is God's only son. All night, Joseph tossed. All night, Joseph turned. He just couldn't sleep. He'd only just learned that Mary was pregnant. What's more, she'd confirmed that the baby she bore was not his. She told him this tale and an angelic visit, a son to be born by God's Holy Spirit. The more she went on, the less he believed it. He wanted to break their engagement. Joseph, don't worry. Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love strong and deep, and her baby is God's own son. But just as sleep came, that angel appeared. Don't worry, he said, there's nothing to fear. I know that you're troubled, so you need to hear that Mary is telling the truth. The baby she bears is God's holy son. Call his name Jesus, for he is the one God promised to send to save everyone. Emmanuel, God is with us. Joseph, don't worry. Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love strong and deep, and her baby is God's own son. He's the answer to all that the prophets have said. So keep your engagement, be glad and be wed. And when Joseph woke up, that's just what he did. He took Mary to be his wife. Joseph, don't worry. Joseph, don't weep. Lay down your head and go back to sleep. Mary's been faithful, her love strong and deep, and her baby is God's own son. That's a good story, Fred.
Yeah.
Did I rhyme it okay?
It was all right.
It was all right. It was all right. These are great. Bob Hartman, obviously, a much better. He does it much better than me. Obviously, he's a much better rhymer and storyteller. But that's great. That was really good. So yes, we're going to continue on with Joseph's story. But now, Fred, I think it's time for some craft. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So for today's craft, you're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some glue. You're going to need, some card. And I've got a few bits of card. First off, you're going to need a brown strip of card. I think this is from an envelope or something I might have had. A brown strip of card about that long, about that wide, okay? And what you want to do with this, I'm just going to use the super glue just to make sure this sticks straight away on this one. But what you need to do with this is bend it over like that and just stick it together, just like that, okay? I'm just going to hold this for a second, Fred. Maybe you could sing a song while we wait. How about no?
Not to hurt your ears.
No, that would be good. Don't hurt our ears. So there we go. That's what you want to end up with, okay? It looks a little bit like a teardrop, okay? So you want to end up with that. Fantastic. And then, got some eyes, okay? Freddie, if you'd like to cut those eyes, can I have a little bit of white just around the edge? That'd be awesome. And I've also got a black oval. There we go. Oh, Evie and Mina have gone, Fred. I think it's a fish. Is it a fish, Fred? You don't know what it is, do you? It's not a fish. It's not a fish. Good shout, because I guess that shape does look like a little bit fish-like. So I'm just going to cut round this black oval. Remember again, guys, be careful with the scissors. And get the glue. Just want to put a bit of glue on that and stick that down. Stick that down at the bottom. And I've just remembered something also to do is just with your scissors, just to round off. Round off. Yeah. Just round off the bottom there. So there you go. And that's what you end up with. Now, thank you, Freddie, for the eyes. We're going to stick some eyes on. One there.
I'm not going to say what it looks like because I don't want to get it right by accident, but it looks like something.
Whisper it, Fred. No. There you go, 2 eyes. And we're getting there, Fred. We're getting there. Now what you want to do is, and it's probably, you can, again, it's your craft, so you can do any colour. But if you want it to look a little bit lifelike, as much as this looks lifelike, browns are the best colour, okay? You then want to get some dark brown paper, and you want to cut it into not triangles. What are these, Fred? These are thin diamonds. There's probably a technical name that I don't know. So you want to cut thin diamonds like that. Now, I found the best way to do that is to cut the paper into thin strips and then do lines like that. So do diagonal lines going down. And when you've got those lines, cut those lines. Okay, so if I cut that one there and that one there. Okay, so if I cut that one there, I then get a diamond. Okay, so that's the easiest way to do it.
Ah, it's a rhombus.
A rhombus, thank you. Thank you, guys. Now, when you've got these, you want to just glue just the bottom part of the triangle.
I think I know what it is.
You think you know what it is now? There you go. And start sticking them onto.
What do you mean it's a dog?
A dog, or a dog would be a good shout. It's not a dog, but it would be a good shout. You could do a dog like this. You could do it a little bit different. And just keep on just gluing just gluing the bottom bit of each triangle. We'll keep on going, work our way up.
Princess Hedgehog.
Grumps has got it.
That's what I think.
My dad got it. It's a little bit fiddly. Maybe, do you know what? It might have been easier to work from the back to the front. Maybe. No, not a mouse, Robin. But again, you could do any animal. Well, any animal. Not a bird. Although you could do these spikes like feathers. You could, but any. You could do a mouse like this. It's not a mouse, but you could do a mouse like this. And just keep them going until you use them all up. It looks better the more you use. Just kind of fill them up. And I got one last one. And there you go. There is your spiky hedgehog with the little paper quills, and you can kind of poke them up a little bit. And yeah, there you go. So have fun with your hedgehog. Aaron and Evie have said, or a porcupine. You could make even longer spikes and turn it into a porcupine. That would be quite cool. But yeah, but this one, little baby hedgehog. So there you go. Have fun with that. I think that may be craft number 70, Fred.
There are actually 70 crafts in this corner.
There are
more than 70, because one day we did like 3 in one.
Well, I think there's 69 crafts there because 70 is my bookmark. This was the first craft we did, the piggy bookmark. The first craft was a bookmark. Awesome. Right. That was cool. I enjoyed that, Fred. That was really good. Let's just clear up this mess you've made. Had fun with that, guys. If you do make a hedgehog or any other craft over the holidays, send them in and I'll show them on the show. Right. Now, back to the talk. Where were we? Oh yeah, the Christmas talk. But yesterday we talked about Mary, and now, well, it's Joseph's turn. So in the story, Joseph and Mary, they were engaged to be married. How exciting must that have been? But can you imagine the thoughts that must have came to Joseph's mind when he discovered that Mary was going to have a baby and they weren't married yet at the time? He probably asked himself, what do I do now? But Joseph, he was a good man and he didn't want to embarrass Mary publicly, so he decided that it'd be better to break off the engagement quietly. And while he was considering this, an angel appeared to him in a dream. Don't be afraid to take Mary as your wife, the angel said. The child that is inside her is from God and the Holy Spirit. She will have a son, and you are to name him Jesus, for he will save the people from their sins. Now, when the angel of the Lord had spoken and made God's plan clear, Joseph was obedient. Joseph believed. He didn't need to worry about what anyone else would think. Joseph trusted God and he obeyed him. And sometimes you and I will find ourselves in a situation where we don't know what to do. Like Joseph, we might ask ourselves, what do I do now? Well, if we listen, God will tell us what to do. He probably won't speak to us through an angel, but he will speak to us through the Bible. It's up to us to listen and to obey, just like Joseph did. And they had a fantastic adventure from him obeying God. Let's pray. God of love and hope, you made the world and you care for all creation. But the world feels strange right now. The news is full of stories about coronavirus, and some people worried that they might get ill. Others are anxious for their family and friends, so be with them and help them to find peace. And we pray for the doctors and nurses and the scientists and all who are working to discover the right medicine to help those who are ill. And we thank you that even in these anxious times, you are with us. So help us to put our trust in you and to keep us safe. And everybody said, Amen. Amen indeed. Well, thank you guys. That's the end of our 70th show. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Firstly, a few notices coming up. Tonight is Wednesday, isn't it? It is. Tonight is Worship Wednesday. That's at 8 p.m. on Facebook right here or YouTube. So you can join us at 8 p.m. for that. That'll be at the church. That's always fantastic. And then tomorrow is the last of Adrian's quizzes. Well, the last of the weekly quiz. It will come back at some point, but Adrian's having a rest to write some more quiz questions. But that's at 8:15 on Zoom. And sorry, Fred. These are the Zoom details right there to join us on the quiz. We're hoping to win, aren't we, Fred? Are we confident?
Yes.
No. Are we?
No.
No. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll cheat. We can't cheat. It's impossible to cheat. Okay. But that's the quiz on tomorrow. But so, yeah, thank you for joining us for our 70th show. It's been a lot of fun, as always. Thank you, everyone, for sending bits and pieces in. It's been fantastic. And thank you, Freddie, for joining me. Pretty much all of them. We got you in right at the very start of BBC TV just to do the jokes, wasn't it? Just to comment on the jokes, and then you got a bit of a fan club, and then people wanted you to come back, so you joined us for the whole show. So thank you, Freddie, for joining us each morning and doing this, and hopefully we'll have you tomorrow, and maybe a special guest or two as well, or maybe a special guest. And maybe a guest as well. Maybe we'll get Jules to join us tomorrow as well for our very last show. So have a great rest of the day, everybody. The weather is looking beautiful outside. So if you go out, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you right here at 11:30 for our very last show tomorrow. See you later, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.